Okay, let's start working.
Sí, pero hace...
So, welcome everyone. I'm gonna put everyone in mute. Meanwhile, I give the instructions for the class, and then you can always raise your hand and let me know if you have questions. I will unmute you to ask any questions that you have before we start working. But first, I want to introduce you. What are we doing today?
We have a question. Piece of paper. Can be a regular paper, like a regular paper page.
So let's review what we're using today. We need a regular piece of paper. We any kind of paper chip that you have.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Oh.
Okay. Everyone is muted this time. I'm gonna go over the supplies that you need for today. So you need a pencil, you need a piece of paper, a regular piece of paper. You need different paints in disposable plates. I have over here blue, green, yellow, orange, and pink. But you get as many as you can. Washable paint that you can later on wash your hair.
Do you use the same colors as you?
Guys, I need you to stay mute for a few seconds, okay?
The same colors.
Okay. So only if you have some wiggly eyes, perfect. If not, we're gonna draw them, so don't worry about it. We need a scissor, any scissor that you can get around the house. If it has round ends, the better. And we need, have it here, the glue stick. We need a glue stick, okay? So we're gonna work in a big paper. If you have it, a double-sized lettered paper, and if it's a construction paper, even the better. If you don't have it, just get several of these letter-size papers, and that way you can keep doing your little monsters in different pages. Okay, so I'm gonna unmute you to ask some questions, and then I'm gonna do a quick demonstration. Anyone that has questions? Any questions so far? I'm trying to answer your chat. Okay, everyone is welcome to the class. It doesn't matter if you're not a kindergarten, if you have any brothers, sisters, or family members, you're welcome, okay? Okay.
I cannot hear you.
Mute everybody.
I'm gonna mute everyone so you can guys hear me.
Mute everybody.
Okay, so everyone is muted. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen so you have a better idea of what we're doing today. Then I'm gonna do a demonstration and I will pause so you can follow my directions, okay? So I'm sharing my screen right now. Okay, so welcome to art class, our first virtual art class. I hope you had time to go over the art Padlet. There are many art activities available there that you can do on your spare time. If you do them, please take pictures and share them with me. I will show you the art Padlet at the end in case there's someone that doesn't know it yet. The link for the Padlet is in my class page and hopefully also in your main class page. So what we're gonna do today? Today we're gonna work creating silly monsters. So they're gonna look kind of like this, okay? They're silly monsters, so they have weird bodies, they have weird legs, weird arms. Let's check more over here. I have another one over here. They're certainly having fun. You can see there are some that have horns, some that have gloves, long feet, short feet, a bow tie. So that will depend on what do you want to do. Okay, so how do we get here? The first step, it's gonna be cutting out the paper tubes. These paper tubes that you're supposed to have available for today. If you have 2, 3, 4, awesome. If not, we'll work on both sides of it, okay? And we're gonna cut them, as you're watching in the picture, some of them short, some of them we're gonna go all the way to the middle, and some of them all the way to the end without cutting it all 100% because we don't want it to break apart. Okay, so I'm gonna unmute you to see if you have any questions so far, and then we're gonna start to work. I need you to have at hand a scissor and the paper tube so we can start cutting out. Okay, let me go back here. Okay, any questions so far? Yes.
How many eyeballs do we need? How many eyeballs?
How many wiggly eyes? So as many monsters you create, you're gonna put wiggly eyes. Only if you have that, you're gonna draw them in the piece of paper.
How many?
It depends on how many monsters you choose. Are the materials? Okay, the materials. We need
No, they leave me muted. I see I will do the whole time.
have a few of them there. You need a scissor.
No, that's okay. Sorry, but I missed.
A glue stick, and if you have okay, guys, I'm gonna mute you again. In the chat, if you need more questions, I'm gonna start the demonstration. Please tell me if you have any questions. Raise your hand, and I will unmute.
No, just twerking.
Okay, so the first step. If you know how to pin my video, do it right now so you always have me in the screen. Get the paper towel tubes and get your scissor. We're gonna start cutting out pieces from the paper towel tube. So safely, okay, grab it with one of your hands and then go and cut a straight line all the way to the middle. If you find it easier, you can trace a line using that pencil that goes all the way across the middle of that paper tube. And that way you have a stop line until where are you cutting. So we're gonna make stripes. Cut it out and make sure to go to that line and then stop, okay? Try that your lines are quite even, okay, when you cut them. Just keep going all around. Guys, if you have any questions, I'm checking the chat as much as I can. Just send me a note or raise your hands. Keep going all the way. I need you to cut it all around because this is gonna be our stamp to create the monsters. So keep going all around until you're done. Please, safety first. Make sure that you don't cut yourself. If you need any help, ask for an adult to help you. So this is how it's gonna look, our first paper roll. Now you're gonna make it flat. You're gonna have it open like an octopus, but this one has more legs, okay? It's gonna be like this. So this is the first one. continue with whatever you have. If you have one more, let's do one more. If you have 2 or 3, you can do them, okay? So again, we did the first one until the middle of the tube. Let's gonna keep working on it and see if everyone is working online, if you have any questions. Okay, awesome. It's so nice to see you after so long. Okay, so I'm gonna continue with the next tube. So for the next tube, we're gonna do it a little bit shorter. So we're gonna go like a quarter of the paper tube. So just use your pencil to go around. And we're only gonna go and cut onto the quarter of the tube. So, let me check how are the participants. When you come over here, you remember now this is gonna be your stop line, okay? So start cutting again. If you want, the lines right now can be a little bit wider, so they look different as the first one you cut out. Like this, okay? I'm gonna keep going. Remember, we are following a stop line. So every time we reach that pencil stop line, we stop. Okay, so I'm done with my second one. Again, I wanna open it, okay, like a flower or like an octopus, like we said before. You open all those legs around. It's gonna look like this. So we already have 2 of them. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. I have one more over here. So we have one that reached all the way to the middle, one that reached to a quarter of it, and I'm gonna do one more that reached to 3/4. So we did a quarter, we did middle, we're gonna go to 3/4. Okay, we're gonna go almost all the way to the top. Not all the way to the top, very good, nice, Mia. Not all the way to the top because we don't wanna break it apart. So we can leave about 1 finger apart from the top and start cutting. So again, get your scissors and start cutting strips. If you need any help, just reach out from an adult around the house. I'm sure they're happy to help you. So I'm gonna go thinner this time. So I did regular, normal size, then I did like chubby ones, and now I'm gonna do really thin ones. Without cutting yourself, please. Okay, so remember, what are we doing? We are gonna paint silly monsters and decorate silly monsters. So our first step is getting ready those paper tubes, okay? We need to cut out the paper tubes into stripes, okay? I'm trying to show you here while I go. I cut out the first one until the half of the paper tube. The second one, I did 1/4. And this last one, the third one, I'm gonna do 3/4. So I'm going almost all the way to the top. So this is what we're gonna use today as our paint brushes, like they were stamped. Okay, so I'm done with this one. I'm gonna make it flat here. I'm gonna open it like a flower. So we are ready with our stamps to do the monsters. Check that they're all flat, and here are, very good, nice, good job. Here are my 3 ready. If you have 2, do 2. If you have 1, do 1, okay? Whatever you're able to find. Okay, let me check you to see if you need any help. I see everyone working really hard. Any questions? Yes, Ellie.
I don't have 3 of these.
If you have 1, use 1. Don't worry. You will use whatever you have. No worries.
How do we do it?
Okay, I'm going to the next step. I'm just checking that everyone is ready with this. Okay? Do you all have your paints ready next to you?
I don't have paint.
No, nothing? No paint at all? No? Okay, so you're gonna do it with color pencils. You're gonna create your silly monster with color pencils. Okay.
Markers?
Yeah, use markers. So now we're gonna put the scissor away. We need the paints really close to you. Anyone else need some help? Emma, you are muted, so I cannot unmute you. If you have any questions. Okay, so ready to work. So I have 3 of them. What we're gonna do is we're gonna dip it in the paint. So the first color that I'm gonna use are the light colors, okay? You want to use first your most big one, which is the one that you cut it almost all the way to the end, and you're gonna dip it on a light color. So my lightest color in this case is yellow. I'm gonna dip it into the paint, and I'm gonna make sure that all those strings of my paper to get paint. Okay, I'm checking, I'm making sure that they all have paint. So this is how it looks, okay, full of yellow paint. Use the lighter color that you have available. It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be yellow. If you have orange available, pink available, just use your lighter color first. So it's gonna be like this, full of paint. Carefully put your plate away. I have over here my paper and I'm starting to make stamps. So here, and I press it down. You can make sure that all the pieces of that octopus or flowers are done. It's gonna be like this. And then look what happened when you take it out. You start having your silly monsters, okay? So put that yellow paper tube in the yellow again, so we move to the next one. Yes, Eli, I'm gonna unmute you. Yes, Eli.
Mora Sandra, we don't have paint. Can we do it with markers or something?
Yes, my recommendation will be that instead of doing it in a paper, this is her monster. So decorate it, and then we're gonna add eyes, and we're gonna add different things to it, okay? Decorate this as your silly monster.
Okay, יש לי eyes, אלי, אני אביא לך.
Okay?
תצבעי פה, תצבעי.
Okay.
יאללה.
Okay, I see everyone working. Awesome. Let me know if you need any help. Okay, so then I'm gonna get the middle one. Okay, I already did the one that it was the full long legs. Now I'm gonna work with this one that it has the middle size. And I'm gonna leave for the end the very short ones. Okay, so then you can get another color paint. So I'm gonna dip this one into orange. Okay, so I have the orange over here. I'm gonna make sure to leave all the legs into the paint. If you don't have paint, use your paper tube as it was your monster and decorate it. It's okay. Remember, now it's a time to improvise and there's no wrongs. What do we say always in our class? There's no wrongs, okay? You try to be creative, enjoy, explore imagination. There are no wrongs. Okay, so I'm gonna show you, this one already has the orange paint, and I'm gonna work in top of that yellow that I did before. So go all the way down and make sure you are pressing every single leg or every single part of that cutting out paper tube down. When you're done, put it back in the paper. Okay, I'm coming, I see you. You have to unmute yourself.
Yes, quick question.
Yeah.
Can you show us how you put the orange? Is on top of the yellow or aside from the yellow?
I put it in top of the yellow. So our monster have several colors.
Thank you, Mara Sandra.
Okay, it's okay. There's no wrongs in art. If you want to do it on the side and every monster has their own color, it's perfectly fine. Okay, remember, the important thing over here is to enjoy it and have fun. I actually want to see how they look at the end. I'm checking to see if anyone needs my help. Awesome, you're doing an awesome work. Good job. Feel free to invite any family members if you want to join you in the activity. Okay, so then I'm gonna go and get the short one. So for the short one, I'm gonna pick pink. So the short legs are gonna go into the paint like this. Make sure all the legs get covered with paint. Again, and I repeat this always in my class, there's no wrong in art, okay? Anything that you do, it's part of your creation. No one knows what you wanted to do. So it's gonna be a surprise for all of us. So I have the pink over here, I have my pink over here, and then I'm gonna put it over. I'm gonna press down and then I will lift it again so you can see what is happening in that paper. So I'm making sure that I press down all the legs, all those pieces. You can move it a little bit around. So you have over here, let me show you. So this is how my monster is coming up. If you want to do an only color monster, you can also do it. Let me get the paper towel. You just get a piece of paper towel. And you can rinse the paint. You can dry the paint out of one of them so you don't mix your colors. And then you put it on the next color. So I have over here on my side some blue. I'm gonna dip it into the blue, and now I'm gonna create a blue silly monster. Making sure there's a lot of paint in every piece of it. Okay, there's blue over here, and then I'm gonna press it down. So I'm gonna put it in my piece of paper like this. I'm gonna face against the table so the paint spreads out nicely. Okay, so this is our dark color. You're gonna see how it looks. Okay, so you can repeat this action of adding paint to your paper tubes and pressing it down against your paper. I'm gonna show you a couple more. I'm gonna get over here the one that I use in yellow. I'm gonna rinse a little bit my paint, and then I'm gonna dip it into green. I have green paint over here. It looks funny because my plate is also green. Okay, I'm making sure there's a lot of paint, and then I'm gonna add another one. So I'm gonna go here in the top, I open, I spread them out, and press hard against the paper. All of them, all of them. Ta-da! Okay, so we have a couple of monsters ready with the paint. And now we need to start decorating the monsters. I'm gonna show you how to decorate them. If you wanna wait a little bit until your paint dries, you can do it. So basically what you need now is you need your glue stick, you need your wiggly eyes, or you need some paper. You get some paper over here. Or you need some paper, a piece of paper to draw, okay? Guys, let me know if you need any help, if you have any questions. I see everyone working nicely. Yes, Ellie?
I only have this glue.
Okay, any that you have, doesn't matter. Perfectly fine.
I don't have googly eyes.
You're gonna draw them. I'm gonna show you. Okay, any more questions? I'm checking over here. Awesome, you're working super nice. Yeah, excellent. Okay, if you don't have wiggly eyes, wait, I see here Benny. Okay, Benny, you have to unmute yourself. I already unmuted you.
Can you mix up colors?
Yes, you can mix colors. That's why you have the paint in the paper plate. So I'm gonna show you here. The one that I use in yellow, I dip it now in green, and I did my green monster. And the one that I dip in orange, I later on dip it into blue, and this is how it looks. You can do as many monsters as you want, and you can dip them in different colors. Okay, how do we do the wiggly eyes? You get a piece of paper. I'm gonna put this away so you can see what I'm doing. You can let this dry for a little bit. Meanwhile, we're working with the wiggly eyes. So I'm gonna show you an actual wiggly eye over here. And I'm gonna share my screen so you can see what happened. So you can see what happened so this is the process we already did. And then these are the silly monsters. So this one has some wiggly eyes. And these ones are drawn. So how do we draw it? I'm gonna stop sharing so you can see my presentation. So how do we draw it? We're gonna do a circle and then another circle next to it. I'm gonna continue showing you. And then we wanna do like a pupil. So we're gonna do a smaller circle. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the center. I'm gonna show you mine. Okay? Look, I did one in the center and the other one is more to the side. Okay, so those are my eyes. And I'm gonna do maybe a bigger eyes for another of my monsters. So again, I'm tracing circles. If you have something to work as a stencil, you can do it. Okay, let's say we can use this cap as a stencil. So we put it here and we trace it. So that way we're gonna have two big eyes. But I know you're perfectly fine tracing circles because we have practiced it in the classroom. So in these circles, we have to do some pupils inside. So again, we're gonna trace another circle inside. It's gonna be a little bit smaller. It's gonna look like this. And then we're gonna fill them in. If you have black color pencil, you can use it to fill in your eyes. If not, just work with your pencils. If you wanna add different colors like these wiggly eyes, you can also do it. Okay. If you wanna add more decoration to those eyes or make them more real, you can use an eraser and erase a little bit in the center. I'm gonna show you how they look. So you see these big ones over here. I use the eraser from the pencil to make sure that I erase a little bit in the center and it looks more realistic. Okay, I see someone needs attention. Let me see. There's a chat. Here. Okay, let me look around. Raise your hand so I know. Okay, saw you, Daniela. Unmute yourself. I already unmute you. Yes.
You make a mouth.
You want to do a mouse? Of course we can do a mouth. You want me to show you a sample? Okay, so I'm gonna draw a mouse. I hope that you can see it. Let me put this. So it's kind of higher. So we have eyes over here, and then I'm gonna draw a mouth. So I'm gonna do a smile. I'm gonna do a bigger line as a smile. okay, or a U. And then I'm gonna add some decoration. So you can either add like a tongue over here. You could do a mustache. You could do a bow tie. So a bow tie is one triangle to the left, one triangle to the left, to the right, and then a center. Okay, so you can draw any decorations that you want. Let's see, let's do another type of mouse. So remember when we draw the silly monsters with a game? So you can try to do something like that. So this one has like weird teeth, okay? We can do maybe some glasses for another one. We could do, let's see over here. We could do some small teeth with some big teeth, like a Dracula style, okay? So if you have colored pencils and you wanna decorate them, you can decorate them. If you only have pencil, you wanna keep it this way, you can keep it this way. And then we're gonna cut them out, okay? So remember to be safe with a scissor. Try to get a scissor that has rounded ends and ask help if you need. So I'm gonna start cutting out to show you how you're gonna add them to your design. Any type of glue that you have, it's fine. It could be liquid glue stick, it could be glue stick, any of them. Remember, we have our project on the side, letting it dry. So I'm cutting out a couple of the eyes that I already drawn. There's one over here. I'm checking on you. If you guys have any questions, raise your hands, let me know. Yes, Ellie?
What happens if we don't have googly eyes?
I'm not using wiggly eyes, I'm drawing them. Here, look.
Okay. So we cut them?
Yeah, we draw them and we cut them out. And then we're gonna glue them to our monsters, okay? So Ellie, you're gonna glue them right in your paper towel too, or your bathroom paper too. Okay, so I have ready 2 eyes. I'm gonna cut out the mouth. For the legs and the arms, you have 2 options. You could either wait until your paint is dry, and then with a pencil draw just in top of them, or you can as well draw them over here in the paper, okay? So I have a mouth, and I have a couple of eyes ready to glue. I'm gonna draw a hand. Let me get something to put the paper higher. So I'm gonna draw a hand, the arm, and then I'm gonna add fingers. Since it's a silly monster, I'm gonna do only 4. And then over here to the other side, I'm gonna do an arm. And then my hand. I'm gonna do 4 fingers and back. You can do as well with the legs. So I'm gonna try to do long legs because the monsters are like bubbly. And I'm gonna do some weird long shoes. Then to the other side. Weird long shoes. Okay. So all of these, you can cut it out and then glue it to your monsters. Okay, I'm checking on you. Let me know if you need any help. So I'm gonna start adding. Let me cut out quickly these arms. So you see how they work. Let me cut out one of these legs. I'm cutting out all the pieces to decorate the monsters. This is a project, guys, that you can keep adding and adding, okay? After the class is over, you can always keep drawing and adding accessories. If you want to put a bow in the head, if you want to put a mustache, if you want to put, we draw already the bow tie, but any items that you want to incorporate to them, you want to add to them, you can keep doing it. So the best will be to let it dry, but since we're live, I'm going to do mine, at least one of them right now, so you can see the final work. Yes, let me check. Okay, I heard someone calling. Raise your hand so I can unmute you. Yay, Jackie, looks beautiful. Who else? Who else? Yay, awesome. So now you can add legs and arms. Good job, Michelle. Beautiful, love it. Good job, guys. You're working nice. Yay, Mia. Awesome. Good job. Good job. So I'm gonna quickly add the ones that I draw, and then I'm gonna unmute you so you can share any questions, you can share any ideas. So I have the eyes over here. I'm gonna start gluing them into my monsters. As I said, any glue, it's perfect. Just whatever you have at home, it's what you're gonna be using. Okay, so I'm adding my eyes. I'm gonna add a mouth. I'm gonna add some legs and arms. I cut them really quick because I don't wanna let you waiting, but I encourage you to cut them right into the line. Okay, I'm adding one arm, two arms, one more over here. I'm gonna show you quickly how it's coming. It's super silly. I'm missing one hand over here that I didn't cut. I love them, guys. You're doing an awesome job. Super, super awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how my monster looks. Remember, I add legs, arms, mouth, eyes. So you can continue adding different items, different body parts or different items to your silly monsters. Be creative with them. You can use your color pencils to decorate those parts that you draw, okay, to make them funny. I'm gonna unmute you so you can share your projects and you can share your ideas. I wanna hear what you created. And I'm gonna share before we all leave, I'm gonna share with you my Padlet. 1 second. You can go to that art Padlet and make sure to share any of your ideas. Let me go to the Padlet. I'm gonna mute you in 1 second. Just want to show you the Padlet. So this is the art Padlet where I every day add pictures, videos, tutorials. You can log in. The access to it, it's in the email that I sent yesterday. It's also in my class page and it's also in the main teacher's class page. Here you're even gonna find some cool videos. You can create your own clothes design. This is a company that will print out the clothes for you and send it to your house. And here you can see different students that submit their drawings and their designs. There's a column per grade. So you're gonna go here under grade K. I would love that you take pictures from the projects that you created today and that you upload them here. It's really easy. You just go to the bottom and there's a plus sign. You click, you upload the picture, you take the picture immediately at that time, okay? And then you put your name. So I hope you enjoy the class. I'm gonna unmute you. I'm gonna unmute you to hear
Yarn.
your thoughts from
We have
Did
Did you like today's class?
to do it.
Please press the mute button in your screen. I hope you like the class for today. And I hope that we have more to share. Again, my project.
Thank you, Mora Sandra.
My pleasure. You're welcome. I hope you enjoy it. Yes. Let me see. Oh, beautiful. Amazing. And upload it on the top. And I will check one by one and leave you my comments. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to email me. Feel free to go into the Padlet and check our projects. I'm posting our projects every day that you can do in your spare time. So you can do by yourself, or you can do with your family. They are simple, our projects that I'm sure that.
My daddy is an artist.
Yeah. Awesome.
Daddy is an artist.
Invite him next time to the art class. So he can give you a comic demonstration.
Okay.
Hey guys, I hope you like the class.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.